So, hi everyone, good evening to all. So, today, 8 to 9 p.m., I have some deployment work, CI/CD pipeline. For the some other company. So, now we go through about syllabus. Okay, what is project flow and what is the project? So, from where we going to get the data? So, who is the admin, what he do, and developer, what we need to do. So stand-up call. So many things are there. So one by one, we will go. Okay. Not SQL user defined. So Mark. Okay. Here we'll start with Snowflake. Okay. So we know already Snowflake. Okay. So built on cloud. AWS 3 2014, Azure 2018, and GCP 2019. So then come to layers. We discussed yesterday, taking example of refrigerator, storage, cloud, cloud services layer, and compute layers. So brain, engine, and base like that. Cloud, it's a brain. Compute like an engine. Storage like a base, decoupled structure, separate layers, and multi-cluster warehouse. So okay, so why here you need to must understand how Snowflake works internally before you can see like a professionally. So how it going to work? Okay, here I'm giving one real time example. So think of like you have a hotel. We are running a hotel. Okay, here storage layer is like a hotel rooms. Okay, so data stays here permanently. So here data stays permanently in hotel rooms, in hotel rooms. Okay, clear? So everyone is getting my point. Is it clear? Sabi Narsimha Savan. Okay, so
Yes.
next. Yeah, okay, it's okay. So next we see about, okay, so compute layer. Okay, so this is like okay, room service like staff. Okay, staff and what they do, so they do the what, and when called, so we're going to click bell, right? So we call, so rest when not needed. Okay, when we call, they will come to us what we need, and when not needed, so this is like auto and suspend. So when we need, they will come to us. We don't need, okay, they don't. Like in a suspend mode, they're going to be like in the suspend mode. So this is a compute layer. So next, cloud services layer. So how it is like a same hotel. So reception. So it's like a brain. Okay, so like handles, okay, check-in, okay, like and checkout, security, and billing, and a request. Another any request are there, it going to have a request. Okay, so three separate teams. Okay, story layer talks direct the compute, clean separation, what you do. Okay, uh, this we need to like 3 days later, just I'm taking. So three layers that we have. So okay, I'll wait, I will show in the documentation, that is going to be good. So here you can see, so we use Snowflake, Snowflake, the diagram. Okay, so this is usually uh, previous when Snowflake started, we have this image, and now so it's updated in the documentation, but same thing. Nothing is same thing. Okay, see here we have three levels, right? So cloud services layer, query processing layer, and this one. Just we take some this one. I should take pen. Okay, so here we have three three layers. Okay, and inside this one having the virtual warehouse. What is the virtual warehouse? Virtual warehouse is nothing but set of multiple nodes or set of multiple computers, and it's having like uh, RAM, SSD, memory, CPU. It's like a computer. Okay, here suppose we said a multi-cluster, right? So multi-cluster warehouse. Suppose we have 8 GB RAM. Okay, now I'm adding the one cluster. So now it means we are adding the 8 GB RAM. It means totally now we have the 16 GB RAM. Next, I'm going to add one more cluster. Now it's going to have the 32 GB RAM. Like that, virtual warehouse works. And here, each virtual warehouse is independent. Okay, here we have a three, right? So when I'm in the development environment, I'm going to use, okay, so dev warehouse. And when I'm the testing, I'm going to use test warehouse. When I'm in the, so like maybe production, I'm going to use production warehouse. And when I'm UAT, I'm going to use the uh, so UAT warehouse. And when I'm loading the data, loading warehouse, when the unloading and the reporting, okay, transformation. So many things are there, right? So for each depend on the work on the data, what type of data and we are working, it's going to different. Okay, so different to uh, warehouse size we going to use. Different warehouse we going to use. And sizing in virtual warehouse we have the sizing auto suspend. Okay, so that when we create the warehouse, so I will explain everything. And okay, so if you choose warehouse sizing, okay, we need to pay more. So we need to choose a proper warehouse. Uh, I first need to tell about this workflow, right? Okay, so this is this one. I'm jumping to architecture. So what is here work? So see, suppose we have healthcare domain, bank domain, retail, and power. Okay, so we're going to receive files or multiple files. Okay, CSV, JSON, Parquet, Avaro. So CSV that we can read, CSV we can read, and JSON, okay, it's read by the computer. Suppose if systems to system, if you want to data need to share, it's going to be key column pair values. CSV like a comma with a delimiter, ID comma, name comma, salary, one comma, Madhu comma, 10 lakhs, like that. Okay, JSON, Parku, like that one. So here, Snowflake supports structure, semi-structure, and unstructured. Yeah, we have, I think so. Snowflake supports here, we don't have this one. We see. Okay, this one. See, this is a new updated architecture diagram. See, Snowflake supports, so see, so here, okay, support structure. Structure means like CSV, directly we can load into the table. And semi-structure like JSON, directly we can't load data into the table. There is some different method. And unstructured like audio, video, images, PDF files. So the guys, Snowflake guys, used to tell Snowflake supports unstructured data, but not really. Why they are saying Snowflake supports unstructured data? So CSV files we can load, semi-structured we can load, unstructured data we can't load, right, videos and images. But so when we have these files in the cloud, like in the S3, Blob, and GCS, so we can access the metadata of those files. So that's why they are telling Snowflake supports unstructured data, but not really. But it's happened with the metadata of those files, so we can access, when the files in the S3, we can access the metadata. That's why they are telling Snowflake support unstructured data. So remember, Snowflake supports structure, semi-structure, unstructured. So if they ask the interview, so you can give example for structured CSV, and for semi-structure you can give JSON path. And what you're going to give unstructured, so you can tell images. They will going to ask next question. So you are loading images and videos into the Snowflake. The next the question is from the mouth. They will ask this one: are you loading, say, like images and audio videos, PDF? So you need to say no. We can't load those files into the Snowflake, but when we have those files in the S3 bucket, so we can access the metadata. So metadata. So that's why Snowflake guys used to tell in structure, semi-structure, and structured data. Okay. So is my flow is good, slow, fast?
Yeah, now it's fine, Madhu.
Fine. Okay. Thank you. So if I ask something, please reply. So it's not I'm teaching, you are listening. It's like must be uh, like discussing. Then it's going to keep you. Okay, it's going to store more time. Okay, and so this one data list about structure, right? I'm explaining. So come to this page again. Go this one. So, okay, so where we are, okay. So CSV, JSON, and some other files we're going to see. So from where we're going to get these data? So we have so like different source systems, CRM system, hospital systems, bank systems, okay, and bank system, right? CRM means one second. So from Oracle. So in Oracle, we have 1,000 tables. Okay. So 1,000 tables. So we need to, we are migrating. So most of the time we have the migration and development. Okay. So, but every project is complete. It's like a migration and development project. Okay. In the tables we have the Oracle, or maybe the uh, SQL, the SQL server we have. Okay, SQL server also we have few tables. Okay, so directly we can't load these data. Okay, so these data. Okay, so we need to migrate these data into Snowflake. Okay, Oracle, and we have other source system. First, I need to be here. Source. Okay, systems here. Here Oracle and SAP and Salesforce, and from APA systems or JSON data. So we have the 100 tables. So we need to migrate these data into the client. So here we have, yeah, ask me. Any doubt? So here ingestion layer. So here we are using Airflow and ADF, okay, and Informatica. Who want to do with this information? Here, ingestion layer, Airflow, ADF, Informatica. So that ETL team, okay, ETL team. So ETL. So ETL means extract, okay, transform, and load. First, we need to extract the data. After, we need to transform the data. Then we need to load that. So this is ETL. Uh, we have ETL approach and ELT approach, and here in Snowflake ETL approach. When comes to DBT, it is ELT approach. ELT approach. So here we are doing extract, transform, load, but in DBT, extract, load, and trans. Okay, it means whenever we have data in the warehouse, then we need to connect the DBT, then we need to the transformation. So it's going to reflect in the Snowflake warehouse, like new tables as per the network. Okay, so these guys, okay, this is completely handled by the these thing, uh, like Informatica or some those guys will do ETL guys. So they're going to push data into where here S3, okay, and so Azure Blob storage, Azure Blob storage, and I'm going to go into GCS. Okay. As you all right, remember always this is 2014. They are using Snowflake have cloud. This Snowflake built on these three cloud providers, 2018 and so and GCS. Okay, so compared to other, Snowflake have more cloud providers, three very cloud. Okay, so this is first source systems. We have data, so Oracle SAP Salesforce API. So we have the 100 tables. We need to migrate those data into Snowflake. So here, ETL team they're going to push the data into these. These are what? These are data mart, data lake, data warehouse. These is three blob. This is what? What we can call? What these things? S3 is data lake or data mart or warehouse.
Data warehouse kind of storage.
No. S3 is warehouse, data lake, data mart. Which one?
Oh, the data warehouse because it's a storage purpose, right? S3 bucket.
No. These are data lakes. Okay.
Oh,
Data
okay.
lakes. Okay. So because of it supports every right videos, audios, okay, such as such data. This is data lake. Remember, this is interview question, and I have told you right unstructured data about okay how you access, how you load unstructured data video, remember to Snowflake. You need to say so we can access metadata, we can't. Okay, remember. So yeah, clear. So is everyone getting my point right? So my explanation is good. You are getting
Can you just
understand
explain that last, Madhu?
which one?
About the data lake is
Data like nothing.
unstructured.
It's like a bucket. So we are pushing every data into like CSV, JSON, Park, whatever XML files, video files, audio images. Just we are putting in the S3. So each S3 bucket it will hold up to 5 TB data. So it can hold more than 5 TB data, but that is not good comfort. Not comfort to the S3 bucket. Okay? It's like a storage, it's like a container. This is here in AWS we call bucket. In Azure we call blob storage, same thing. And GCS in GPS we call like GCS, Google Cloud. Okay, same thing. It's like a tank or our storeroom, or we are putting it. Or right? We book online ordering. They come from some warehouse, but that is warehouse, not. Why warehouse means that is already built product, but here we have scratch like completely raw data. So when we have raw data at one place that we can call data lake. So data lake and the Snowflake is data warehouse and data mart is a subset of data warehouse. Remember, okay? So S3 bucket is the first warehouse. Warehouse is repository. Sorry, warehouse is Snowflake is warehouse and BigQuery warehouse and Redshift warehouse. Okay, 3 are warehouse. And next come to data lake. Data lake S3, Blob, and GCS the data lakes. And come to data mart. Data mart is subset of data warehouse. Okay. Uh, though we
Ideally,
have
data lake. So ideally, data lake is a which contains raw data.
warehouse. We have big query. Okay, and Redshift. Okay, and Snowflake. Okay, some other things. And here data lake S3 bucket and blob storage and GCS. Okay, and come to data mart. These are interview questions. It is a subset of data warehouse. Okay, having business data. Okay, having business keys, business data in the data mart. Okay, so this. Okay, so clear. Okay. Now when we have data in this data like S3 bucket or blob and GCS. So next, what is the next step? So here we move this data is not going to come. So okay. So next one. Here we need to load data into the Snowflake. Okay, where we are loading. So raw after staging. First we go into raw layer and then staging layer. So here what is raw layer? So exact data we could have same thing. So columns, data, row count, everything we going to have the raw layer. So one thing in raw layer we don't do anything. So in intro, they will ask what you have done in your project in the raw layer, what you have done in the raw layer. So you need to tell, okay, in raw layer, so we maintain data as it is. So we don't, no changes, no changes, no changes. Okay. So next staging layer. So after loading data into the raw layer, then go to move to staging layer. There, uh, we do the changes. Okay. This one is intra layer. Okay, intra layer. So next come point is like in staging layer. In staging layer, so we do validation data validation like the row count. Okay, column names change. Okay, uh, null handling. Okay, data quality check. Okay, data quality checks removing remove duplicate values. Okay, and okay, and proper naming to the column names. Okay, these things we will do in the staging it, getting duplicate values and etc. We do everything. Okay, practically no worries. So these things we do in the stage layer. This is the next one. This is completely. So the question is, what is the Snowflake architecture? So tell me, what is the Snowflake architecture? Abhi, Narasimha.
Snowflake architecture has three steps, that is storage, compute, and security. In storage, it is a place where it
Fine.
huh?
So here, okay, but good, good. So here, Snowflake architecture is three layers that you need to tell about the Snowflake architecture, the real architecture. So the work architecture, the Snowflake project architecture, you need to tell these steps: source systems, ingestion, S3, Snowflake, staging layer. You need to explain about these things. Okay. Uh, Environments, dev, test, UAT, so Mart, can call product. Okay. So you need to explain about these things. Okay. This is the Snowflake project architecture. Remember. Okay. So next, that is the staging. So what is the next step? Okay. Usually, see, need to write it down. Here, see, please, etc. Other files, XML Park, okay, here, but I'm missing here. What is my next point? Okay, so SQL plus Snowflake. Here we can call SnowSQL. Okay, SnowSQL, and here we have Snowflake, and plus always any one cloud provider or multiple 3, 2, 1. Yes. This is you can become a Snowflake developer. So this is 2024 December, before we are following these. Okay. So but now, okay, now what we're following, same thing. Okay, here. Okay, and here comes into picture dbt. Okay, so I will give one small example. So why dbt? Okay, so here we are doing the transformations and everything in the staging layer, right? Okay, so sorry, we are cleaning the data. Okay, any area. Okay, so but nowadays we are working with the dbt. It is data build 2. So here dbt and SQL and transformations. So transformations and business rules. Okay. So transformations we can do in the Snowflake. Then why dbt? Okay. So transformations we can do in the Snowflake, then why dbt? Anyone can explain why dbt? Try to tell something. Please discuss, guys. Okay, if you discuss, it's going
Kind
to
of scheduling.
fix in your mind.
Sorry.
Tell me. So,
Kind of any scheduling. Sorry, I'm not able to recall.
Abhi Krishna Narsimha Savan. So try to tell. We have Snowflake. Then why dbt?
That's what, like scheduling.
Scheduling. Okay, scheduling. Then
Maybe
Because we
automation.
can
we have tasks. We can schedule in the Snowflake, right? Why dbt? Why extra tool? We can save the money, right?
Faster response kind.
Explain. One moment. So here, dbt, Snowflake SQL transformation business tools we can apply here. Okay. So here we have lineage graph. What is the lineage graph? Okay. So we have tree, right? Tree, like we having multiple branches to tree. Okay. Chettu kommal. Okay. Chettu మొదలు నుండి కొమ్మలు ఉంటాయి కదా, multiple branches. Okay. So అక్కడ, so we have one fruit. Okay. The kid, child, the kid. So we need to know where it comes from. Okay. So so we have one fruit. Okay. Here this one is, okay. One fruit we have these thing like this one. So mango. So we have one fruit. Okay. So where it comes from? This is the tree. Okay. Leaves, branches, and this is branch. Tree, where it comes from? Okay. So this is the thing like, okay, that this is one table or weave or any model one fruit. So now we need to know where it comes from. Okay. Where it comes from. Okay. So for that we have the lineage graph. Okay, lineage graph. Okay. So now when we check lineage graph, we can see this comes from, so here, and this one, and from this way also is come from this center. So it is connecting with every branch. It's connecting with every branch. It means suppose we have one customer is there, and he bought laptop and mobile, some products online. Okay. He purchased and he paid the bill. Okay. So now I want to know, so he is a regular customer, say monthly going to buy some any purchase the products. Okay. So now I want to know every month how many products he bought, and what is the price for that. If you have any discount on that product, and if we return any product. Okay. So we need to know the details. Okay. So usually product customer means we have one customer table, product table, and order table. Okay. So these are three are connecting each other, and fact and dimension tables also we have. So here, so from these customer and product having one model, and model like table we can think, and the product and order table having the one model. Okay. And second model, and again C and order having the third one. Okay. And again three having the fourth one. Okay. Again here merge with 1 2 2 and 1 2 3 and 1 2 4, again 2 3 2 4 2 1 3 2 3 4 3. So we have multiple. Okay. Here comes this one, this one, and this comes from this one. Okay. And again this one. Okay. Here we can say, okay, this model, this child kid comes from, okay, these two models, and this comes from this one, and this comes from this one. Like that we can see lineage graph we can find, but that we can't see in the Snowflake. So this is one advantage in the dbt. Okay, and we have the documentation in the, suppose if you use dbt docs command, docs generate, it going to generate the document. So what you have done the script, but so in Snowflake we need to copy and paste. Okay, we need to make the documentation, so it will take the time. But here simple, within dbt docs generate, so it's going to create a, okay, documentation. Okay, documentation and the CI/CD pipeline and cloud scheduler, Chrome cloud scheduler, and Chrome we have here, okay, in this dbt. That's why so many companies are using the dbt. It's completely transformation tool. So it is ELT tool. Extra two terms. When we have data in the warehouse, Snowflake or Redshift BigQuery, Snowflake, then it starts works. Okay. So everyone used to tell, come in. Any doubt? Fine. Okay. So here everyone used to tell DBT to only transformation. No, it's also extract and also load. How? So we have CSV files, right? So we have one seed folder in the DBT. So we can paste the only CSV, not JSON package, only CSV. We can paste the CSV, and we can create a table in Snowflake, and Snowflake, and it is Snowflake. It is a permanent table, permanent permanent table we can create. Okay, so this is a advantage. Okay, that's why extract, load, transfer. Not only T, everybody is to only transformation, only transfer. That is not right word. It also extracts and load, transfer the data. Okay, so simple example I will give. Okay, why so many are using still. Okay, you need to mention a little bit good. What was good. Okay, so next why now I have three tables. Okay, and okay, I will give example like see, I have doctor table or DOCTOR, and I have patients table, and I have billing table. Three tables I have. Okay, first I'm telling in the Snowflake I have three tables. Now just we take name DPA. So now here I have one chain condition doctor two. Okay, patient table PATA. Okay, okay, patient table. I have one table, one chain. Okay, so one chain, and second. Should be each. No, it could be good. Okay, so I have chained doctor table and patient table. I have chain patient table. I have chain. Okay, one chain condition I have. So now again, so I have one table like patient. Here I have payments table. That means here I'm chaining these two patients to billing. Okay, it's like payments table. Payments table I have. Okay, so that's two patient here like medicine uh, medicine table. Okay, and medicine and treatment table. Okay, this doctor visits inside the columns visit. Okay, so just keep it a simple medicine. Okay, then again now what is my requirement is, here I have doctor to patient, medicine table, patient and billing, and patient to billing, and a payment table. So now I need to join these three tables. How we go? Okay, I want to join these two join. Okay, this one and two tables join and this one. Okay, so now I want to change doctor, patients, and billing. So how are we going to do chain in Snowflake? Okay, in Snowflake, what we will do? Okay, so already we have this code, right? This one and this one. So we can't use. Okay, again, so we need to write entire code. So here, drawback by dbt. So in Snowflake, we have the example right here. Okay. So in Snowflake, okay. So we need to write, if you want to join, uh, if you want join three tables, okay, we need to write again same code, okay, like doctor to patient and to billing. Okay. So okay, final payment table. Okay, final payment. Okay. So this is happen in the DBT. So that's why where DBT comes picture. Here we have. So here what we do already we have so three tables. So doctor, patient, dividend, and patient chained. Now here what we're going to do. Just we're going to give one name medicine table. I'm going to give like so like med model. Okay, and see med. Just I'm giving. Okay, and here payments table. Okay, just I'm going to give the name. Okay, okay. Then simply without writing anything, I'm chaining. So med model and pay model. Med pay model. So final table, final payment table. Okay. So this is happening here. Okay. So this is happening. Okay. I'm chaining directly this. I'm chaining payment. Uh, this one right payment table. Got front paste here. Okay. So this one. So this one, okay, I'm joining a Medborland payment model. Then it goes to like a final payment tip. Okay. So it means we are not writing same code again. Okay. We are using already written code and we are joining those. Then that is the clear. Okay. In Snowflake, it will take half an hour. In DBT, it will take 5 minutes or 5 minutes. Think like 5 minutes. So we are saving the money, we are saving the time and cost, right? So that is the that's why we are using the DBT. Okay, there is only one in it. Rejoin everyone with the same link. Okay, rejoin with same link again. So these things, okay. Here we why we use DBT means these things. Okay, lineage graph documentation, CI/CD scheduling. So this is example I'm given. Okay. So some transformation we can do or like reusable code, we have macro, so many things we have inside. Okay, next, what is the step? Okay, so see source systems, we have CSV JSON files from the we're going to get it from source system. So we're going to ETL team, they're going to in this using Informatica or HDF, they're going to push data into S3, Blob, or GCS. Then again, we need to load as a Snowflake developer. Our process need to start. So when we have data in S3, so we need to load data into RAS. Then after we need to clean, then we need to do transformations. But now in picture comes DBT. So we are connecting to in the transformation that going to reflect in the staging layer. So what we have staging layer. So we will do in the DBT. It going to reflect the staging layer. So after that, what is the next step? Okay. So next flow. Stop. What is the next flow? It is Okay. So here next we have curated layer. Okay, curated layer. So this is we can call like data mart. So we apply business logic and means like uh, business logic. Okay, so to find how many times each doctor visited each patient weekly, and how many same patient, how many times he came to the hospital same time, and so incidence details, what is the discount he got, the operation surgeries, so, and what is having like health issues, so many things, and come to the product sales summary. Okay, comparison between each year and month wise, day wise, and these things are completely business things we apply. So next one, so reporting layer. So this is like Power BI and tab do types. Okay, generative. What we have given data, they could generate reporting there. So then comes to next. So business users. Business users going to uh, go with those data. So they're going to use the data. So next they will implement that. Okay, here. So in Snowflake we have raw, staging, and curated layer. Okay, so this is standard names, but in real time we have the different names, maybe presentation layer and transformation layer and curated layer and mart layer. Okay, but remember, these are standard names. Raw, staging, and curated are standard names. Okay, standard names. The Snowflake. So come to the in dbt, we have again staging, okay, staging and intermediate, and we have mart layer. Okay, staging, then model staging. Just we clean the data, and intermediate we change the tables, and in mart layer. Business logic, and like it going to have the fact and dimension tables. Okay, like we have star schema and snowflake schema, and the fact table going to store that like numeric data, and this other dimension table who going to have the description data. So each table having one primary key is connected with the fact table. Star schema is like let's so simple, like, so this is fact table, and these are the dimension tables. Okay, dimension tables. So here we have only numeric data. So keys. Here we have description and numeric. Okay, connected. Okay, and connected. So that's why we are calling this is star schema, and the snowflake schema having so sub dimension tables like date, those things, and here also demonstrate. Then it will not like Snowflake schema, but in the final curated layer, we're going to use only star schema. Why means, so star schema is good for the reporting. It won't delay. Good for reporting. We're going to use only star schema in the curated layer, final layers. Remember, okay? Fact tables having numeric dimension and type description. So we have normalization, denormalization. Okay, when we go with those topic, I will explain those things. Just remember. Okay. So Mart layer. So next, okay, this is about in this thing, and the next come to simple. So this one again we have so now my point is clear, right? So the flow where sources, okay, then ADF L4, then Snowflake staging, and then the dbt models, then Snowflake data mart, then Power BI, then business users. So this is completely project flow. Okay. So SAP, Oracle, okay, we have Snowflake raw layer, staging layer, transformations, curated dashboards. Okay, so this is the standard. Okay, uh, standard one. Okay, what I'm telling is the standard one. Okay, so any doubt? How are you going to answer these questions in interview? How are you going to handle these? Okay, now I will explain the answer. Okay, so here we go with theory and practical real-time use cases and question and answers and how you need to answer while interview like that. I will say. Okay, so as of now, until get job, follow me. Okay, don't go on your own way. After getting job, then you go on your own way. Okay, what I'm saying, follow the rule. So after getting the job, okay, you can go on your way. How to answer so those things, but as of now, so what I'm giving here, answers, just say, try to say as it is because of nowadays. Why I'm telling means, so they are taking interest of 10%. Okay, we are giving interview. Okay, and they're going to take only one person, right? The best person. Okay, suppose they are asking something. So architecture, okay, say 3 layers storage layer going to store data, and compute layer will run the query, and cloud service take away the security services. Okay, that is one answer. If you say like that answer, so he not agree. It's okay, but fine, he not agree. So how we need to say, oh, we need to, when we create the table in the Snowflake, we are inserting the data that going to store in the database storage layer. Okay, so after that, when we run the query, in completely it won't affect by the database storage by even having like 30 TB of data or 40 TB of data. So we have a decoupled structure, subnet layers we have, and in cloud service layer, when we are logging to Snowflake, we need to use username and password, and it's going to take authentication services and optimization. If you want to connect any other native tools, it's going to take care. It is completely multi-cluster warehouse. We have single warehouse, multi-cluster warehouse. So when we have the more work, we need to add the clusters. Okay? It's work like brain or compute layer, sorry, cloud service layer and engine compute layer and base database storage layer. Okay, so having clusters, virtual warehouse like RAM is set of multiple computer nodes. If we add the cluster, it will add the more RAM like yeah, it's 1632 to 64, 128 to 56, like 512 like that. Okay, so this is the way of answer. Then okay, you have worked good real time and you have the experience, right? Then they will choose you. If simple, if you say what is what, that is not good way to the answer in the nowadays in the interview. That is right you are saying, but that is not good way. So it will be very difficult to hide you. Okay, so just follow my script. I have every scripted. Okay, everything is scripted. I have created on my own words. I got, and I means my own words. I have researched everything, and finally, because of if you go with the Claudia ChatGPT, it will give some answer. If you say same answer, that is not good. Then you need to modify that answer. Like a human, your like real-time professional experience guy. It's like the answer should be like a discussion. You are not plain answer like a discussion. Okay, you're talking to the friend or professional person. Think well, tell like that. Okay, so now the question I will give you. Okay, maybe you can note key points or you can record with your mobile. Okay. Okay. So how the question? Can you explain the project flow in your Snowflake project? Sure. In my project, data was sourced from multiple systems such as SAP, Salesforce APIs, and relational database. And so here, the ETL team they are ingest data into the S3 bucket. So from that point, as a Snowflake developer, my work will be start. So usually I created storage integration and for live data Snowpipe for and for bulk copy command for incremental stream hazard and I loaded data into the Snowflake into the raw layer. So after that, I developed DBT models. I connected the DBT, developed a DBT model, and SQL transformation done to apply the business rules. So and I cleanses the data and created curated data sets, and finally, so the transform data was consumed by the Power BI team for the dashboard for reporting for analytics, while we perform data validation and monitoring to get our data quality. So that is one way. So what was your role in the project? Okay. So my responsibility was to develop and maintain data pipelines, so ETL pipelines, and creating the DBT models and writing the complex SQL transformations. So optimize the SQL queries, warehouse optimization, and clusters, yeah, and perform the data validation and supporting reporting requirements. Like I also going with the business users doing when they requirement gathering and UAT testing, like that. And next question: how does data move through the system? So the flow starts with source system. So the data is ingested into the S3 to Snowflake staging table. From staging and then DBT transformation, apply business logic, and it's going to reflect in the staging layer and load data into the curated tables and fact and dimension we have and the data marts. So the final data sets are then so it's going to be through Power BI for the dashboard for business users for reporting and decision making. And so next question, how do you use data quality? Like, so we implemented source to target validation. So row count checks and validation DBT tests were also used to verify data integrity before publishing datasets to reporting layers. So why did you use Snowflake? So we choose Snowflake because of scalability and separation of storage and compute and high performance, automatic scaling, and able to automatic scaling and ability to handle large volumes of data efficiently. It also integrated well with DBT and Airflow and BI tools, other things like Python, PyPark. So this is a way of telling the answer. Follow this. I'm going to share these things in the uh, so in the group, okay, notepad file. So follow that, okay. So am I clear, guys? Anybody have doubt regarding this session? So until you get job, I'm going to give the support, okay. So no worries. Until you get the job, I'm going to give the support, okay. So please follow my way until you get the job. After that, you can follow your way. So any so Abhilash, Deepti, Rajesh, Krishnamurthy, Narsimha, Savan, Tulasi, any doubt?
Are you going to cover airflow as well, Madhu?
Hmm, not included, but I will cover, no worries, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So next, I'm going to start like Python, PyPark, AML, GenDA, Snowflake, Cortex A. So stick with Snowflake. Why? Because of so inside the Snowflake we have Snowflake Cortex A, right? Okay, it means even layoff still we can work. Okay, it means first go with the Snowflake dbt, Airflow, Python. After that we go into Snowflake Cortex A. That is Genetic A. Okay, we have Genetic A, Agentic A, right? Genetic A. AML, statics, mathematics. You go with it, then you can survive lifelong. So after 1 year, out of 100, we have only 10 jobs. After 2 years, out of 100, we're going to have only out of first 1 year, out of 100, 10 jobs. Then inside the 10, if you take like 100%, inside that, you're going to have the 2 jobs. So be stick with the AI, cloud AI, communicate with it. Okay. Upgrade skills. Okay, no worries. I'm here. Okay, I will give everything. Okay, first get the job. Next, learn some more thing. Okay, spend 1 hour daily. So you're going to reach your goal and okay, what you need and things like that. Okay. And one more thing. Okay, if you have any friends and sister brothers, just refer us to share YouTube link or make to them attend at least demo. It will help to me to survive. Okay, thank you guys. Have a great day and good night. So tomorrow we will continue this class. Okay, thank you, thank you. Bye, good night.